I mean, but this ain't one of them new podcasts that you just start out and then you got all the, these new literature podcasts.
What literature podcast?
Oh yeah,
these new literature podcasts. Where'd you get that?
Where'd production?
You get? They do?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I never tune in.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but they got production. I don't think they got production.
I'm not tuning in,
bro.
I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
I'm not interested in your alcoholics pod, my bro.
I'm not interested, and I feel like it's.
I don't know if we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, who are you talking about?
We probably are.
Well, yeah. I'm talking about some
recent podcast.
Yeah. A critic, a renowned lecherous critic,
very
and
subtle,
his
very
young
subtle.
buddy. And if I see him outside, it's smoke because I don't like them encroaching.
Yo. Yeah, this is our way of invite. This is the way we invite people on the pod.
Well, as soon as someone's on the pod,
it is pretty funny. We're like ranting to bro for like
the
whole night about how you got to come on the pod.
Yeah.
And then like next week it's like, please subscribe to my pod. I was like, oh, sick, man. Nice.
Okay. I see
Okay. You guys getting good guests?
Yeah.
We don't get guests, bro.
Yeah,
we do whatever the fuck we want, bro. We got Gnostic fucking wisdom to impart.
Yeah, that's
we ain't
true.
Trying to fucking clout chase on the fucking like subversive sus men in literature.
Yeah.
But all right, now we start off with some beef.
Yeah, you leaving today, huh?
Yeah, dude, I'm about to be out for a minute.
Yeah,
we have to get our pod done.
I know.
Yeah, dude, the quick pit stop. You still haven't come up. You gotta come up, bro.
I know. I really do. It's just I work. I gotta be here.
What are you working? Fucking training some guy for an hour a day, dude? And going back to your sick ass spot in Hell's Kitchen? Okay, bro.
It's an arduous life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how many days a week are you working?
I'm in there like
Let's break
6.
it down. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's
okay.
only
How many days a week?
Hours,
you just go fucking box with your bros. Write a Substack about it.
Well, now it's a little. My elbow's a little fucked up, but anyway. Yeah. I went to the doctor this week. That's the first time I've been to the doctor in 4 years.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I mean, because I've been paying for health insurance this year, which is killing me. And I don't never go to the doctor. So I was like, you get a free checkup. So they took my blood and shit.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Nice.
They didn't fix my elbow.
Bro. What did they say it was? Tendonitis?
I don't know. They didn't say nothing. Okay. They said. So we'll see.
Yeah, I went to the doctor last time I came down to the city.
Oh, yeah.
Out in Brooklyn. Just staying with the same doctor. But
what you been looking at?
What I've been looking at?
I haven't seen you since the reading last week, huh?
What reading?
The mutt reading.
The mutt
out
reading.
in
Oh
Brooklyn.
yeah, exactly. Brett's reading.
Yeah, Brett's reading.
Yeah, Brett's reading. Yeah. That was last week?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Last Monday.
Yeah, I've been cooped up pretty hard, dude. It's getting kind of cold up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dude, I'm trying to prolong the banter before one of us spirals into some rant.
No, go ahead. Tell me what you've been looking at.
What's been good? What I've been looking at?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. Nah. Well, okay. I mean, I've been going in. My findings just keep expanding. But no, what else been good? What else been good in the city? You've been chilling?
Not much.
Just
I've been going to the library a lot.
Yeah, you've been going to the library?
This week, yeah. That was so funny. I seen this dude. It's so funny at the main branch. You never been to the main reading room.
I haven't been in there.
There's like, you can't tell like who's insane and who's like a mad genius. Like there's these people like all time. They'll be getting these reference books off the shelf and they make these big fucking fortresses and they're sitting in their fortresses. And I seen one dude. He had a big fortress out and he got this big ass book and he's flipping through this like he got like a dirty sweater on. He's flipping through this book like a madman and then he just falls asleep like he got fucking shot with a tranquilizer.
Damn.
And I look over to see what the book is and it's the Bible in Greek.
Crazy,
it's the
bro.
Septuagint that he was reading through like a madman.
That's sick.
I was like, no wonder he fell asleep.
So what you been on? You just been on the Moose Hole?
Yeah, so I was just reading the Moose Hole all week, and then I started writing an essay for it that I'm put out on Monday.
Nice.
I
figured as much.
I finished. I mean, it's so fucking good.
It is
so fucking good. I read all 1,130 pages that he published during his life. And
wait, so that's the only book he published?
No, he had a.
Did you bring me a coffee? Is that my coffee?
Yeah,
nice.
That's your coffee, the Toronto, Ohio mug. You like
Toronto,
that?
Ohio, baby.
So he published a novel when he was 26 that was a big hit.
Yeah.
The Confusions of Young Torless.
Okay.
that Thomas Mann loved because it had like some gay stuff in it. Thomas Mann loved it.
Thomas Mann's gay?
Yeah, he was
on the low.
I don't think it's. I mean, you read his diary. His diaries are crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, Thomas Mann's like.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, I mean, what am I talking about? Death in Venice,
Death
bro.
in Venice. Like,
yeah. What am I talking about?
And that, yeah, I mean,
I read that book in a sitting.
I mean, that book is good.
Yeah, that book is a banger.
Yeah, but I mean, Thomas Mann had like 6 kids, but he would write.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, he liked the little boys.
Yeah, you don't want to get too much into his personal life.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, but anyway, then that book was a big hit, and then he was just like he wrote so slow, he didn't want to publish nothing, and so he had kind of like a painstaking career, and then I forget what year he published Young Torless, but he didn't publish the first volume of it. And he didn't want to even publish anything of it, but they were just like, you're broke, you got to publish something. And so he published the first volume, and that was kind of well received.
Okay.
And then 3 years later, he published the next volume, and then he couldn't publish.
Oh my God, dude, look.
Huh.
Oh my God.
That's funny. What did he say? Did he hear
let's
us
just
about
be
him?
clear who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Hanging in Bucharest with your Roman translator, Paul.
Oh, that's cool.
What? All right, we won't say who it is, but if you know who has a sus podcast, it might be.
He just texted.
Bro
Sean.
Doesn't like we're not tight like that.
Yeah.
That's fucking so funny, dude. The Roman translator. That's sick.
The Romanian.
Yeah. Romanian. Okay, my bad. I cut you off.
But anyway, and then
yo, he felt that.
Yeah,
he felt
I guess so.
Oh my God.
No, I mean it's just jokes.
It's
kinda.
Dude, as soon as bro pulls up on the pod, you're gonna be all, oh, he's so funny. That's what happened last time. You're talking all this shit, then we chill all night. Bro's just doing an impression of me the whole night.
I'm so prone to flattery. I'm so prone to like charisma too. I'm like you see Trump and Zoran.
Oh my God, dude, that shit was so funny, bro.
But anyway, Musil published. He just published the volume in 1933. That was like the last thing he published of fiction, and then he kept working on it, and didn't publish nothing else. So he died in 1942.
I see.
But so this one, the first part is right. It's all these like. He's almost like Nausgard, where all the women are in love with him. Like it's obviously autofiction.
Why'd you say that? Why'd you say that? You had to tell me about the Musil when I told you what was happening last week. Am I lying?
Well, it's just funny. This girl, like she's all crazy, and she. So Clarice, she wants to.
This girl is all crazy. That's the reason.
She wants to marry a genius, right?
Right. And the girl who wants to marry a genius.
And then at the end of the first volume, she pulls up on Ulrich, and she's like, she's in a mad fucking state, and she's begging him to put a baby in her.
Oh, wow.
to get her pregnant.
Wow.
And he's like, you gotta chill. Like, I'm not gonna do this to my friend. She's like, you wanted. And she's like going crazy.
My God.
And then finally goes no, and then she like just steals up, and like all the madness is gone. She just walks out, and she's like, I'll talk to you some other time.
Oh my God.
But
funny.
But I mean, the whole my whole essay. I mean, I don't want to get too deep into the.
Yeah, you gotta ease into the essay.
So,
say whatever you want.
But
I gotta tell you something too. I just thought of something.
Yeah, this novel is like everyone talks about. This is the novel of ideas.
Yeah.
Right. Which I think that's the dumbest shit. Like you're writing a prose work of several hundred pages. Shouldn't there be some ideas in it? Shouldn't every novel be a novel? Like, what do you? A novel of ideas? That's such a weird way to describe it. It's about people, and
yeah.
I mean, this novel's like so much about sex.
Okay, so like, what's going on in the second volume?
So the second volume is his dad dies, right?
Okay.
Right at the end of the first volume.
Okay.
And it's so funny. His dad, he gets a telegram that his dad died.
What's the main dude's name?
Ulrich.
He
gets a telegram that his dad dies
Yeah.
as Clarice is like begging him to have a baby. And then he reads it and he goes, my father's dead. And she goes, congratulations. You must be very rich now.
Oh my God.
But he wouldn't even close with it.
So what happens with him and that girl? He doesn't put a baby in her and then she leaves?
Doesn't. Yeah. But then he pulls up and he goes to his childhood home and he runs into his long forgotten sister.
What?
Yeah. That he hasn't seen since he was a kid.
Okay.
And he sees her. It's so, I mean, he falls in love with his sister,
that's
right?
Like the end. Oh, he does?
Yeah.
That's like the end of 2666.
Yeah.
Hans finds his sister a lot.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's like the very end.
Maybe Bolaño knew. He probably knew
Musil. Yeah.
Huh,
he falls in love with his sister?
Yeah, it's weird.
Wow. Okay.
So, but you read his diaries and to like unsussify the whole matter.
Yeah.
Is his sister really is like his wife, right? He made his wife into his sister in the book. So Musil, I mean, the whole thing is so,
okay,
based on his life.
Okay.
And so I picked up the diaries and I started looking at
it. Sick, dude. 1899, 1940.
Yeah. So he met this woman, right, who was older than him. And then he really had this mystical connection with her where he thought they were like, they were each other. And so he had this haunting of this dead sister. His sister died before he was born. So his whole life he had this kind of haunting dead sister on him. So he combined his dead sister and his wife and made it so like in his mind, in some ways, his wife was like his sister who was his other half who he finally met when he was older.
What do you mean? These two different people, or he just made his sister his wife?
So his sister...
Does he have an actual wife?
He has an actual wife. Musil does. His sister in the book, Ulrich's sister, is his wife in real life.
Right, okay. Just getting real biblical with it.
Yeah. But he just made it so he's obsessed with this. The whole book is he's a man without qualities, right? He's the void.
Right.
And he's trying to find something to complete that void.
Okay.
And with his sister, like he feels like now they can have an unconsummatable relationship.
Okay.
Right? So the whole thing is just about the delusion of love, and the violence of reality will never impinge on that. So they feel like they're in a fucking grand fulfillment.
Where's God in all this?
There's no God.
There's no God.
No.
Okay.
There's no God. And that's the problem. That's part of the problem. Because they're in the Catholic Empire, right? They're in the empire, the Habsburg Empire that's falling apart. And so the empire's collapsing. The idea of God is collapsing. Everything's collapsing.
Right.
So it's just a void. He's a man without qualities. It's all void.
Interesting.
But
he finds salvation in his love for his sister.
Kinda.
Okay.
But he doesn't.
So what happens at the end? He dies?
So, no. At the end, they're just the book. That volume ends with
the war.
No, nothing happens because it's unfinished.
Yeah, exactly.
It's these.
Oh, it's unfinished.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he just kept working on it.
Okay.
So nothing happens at the end.
Oh wow.
It ends with a poet and an anti-Semite arguing at a party about it.
Funny.
And they choose what the grand idea is going to be for.
Because there's all this anti-Semitism stuff going on.
Yeah, there is too. So it's really, and I'm fucking blabbing about it badly. My essay is like more in order than this.
Save it for the essay. What's the essay called?
The essay is called Ulrich and Love.
Ulrich and Love?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's about love.
It's about love. Okay.
That's God.
It's about
love is God.
It's about love and violence.
Okay.
Is what the book is about.
Got you.
And love is also the aesthetic dimension of reality. And violence is the ethical dimension of reality. Right? And so and he's in love with his sister. He's fucking his sister. And then,
yeah.
So you have to find a way to go love plus violence. That's how you navigate the world.
Okay.
And Ulrich is just in this. He wants to abolish reality, right? He just wants to live in love world where it's just delusions and imaginations. And so it's this floating, like this formless thing that just can. It's just grand and diffusive. It's like the book. It's like The Man Without Qualities. He never wants to publish it because publishing it is violence to the whole love of the enterprise, the whole aesthetic dimension of the enterprise.
Right.
You put it into the world of ethics and violence and boundaries.
Right.
And it's not as grand of an idea anymore.
I see.
Right? Like one of the main scenes and the most important scenes in the whole book is Ulrich when he's in the army. He's a lieutenant and he falls in love with the major's wife, right? And one day they're, finally they touch hands or whatever, and they fall into a torrent of kisses, and it's like they're struck by lightning, and Ulrich thinks like, what a shame that all of a sudden all this feeling, everything that we've been feeling, is just put into such conventional methods that everyone else does. Like everyone else fucking kisses and finger fucks and all this, and we got to just do like we had this grandness, and we thought we were like, this filled us with a feeling like we were Napoleon or Goethe or Homer, and now we're just like everybody else.
What filled with that feeling? Their love?
Love. You know, this aesthetic dimension of imagination. And
so it's about, okay.
You know, and
trying to find greatness.
Exactly. It's the same feeling God fills you with. But God, if you believe in God, fulfills the love and the violence, right? He is a fullness of the aesthetic and the ethical merging.
How does he fill you with violence? How does God fill you with violence?
Violence is just boundaries. Right? Violence is your confrontation with reality. It's rules, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Is that making any sense?
No, I think I know what you're saying. I'm just trying to connect it to stuff I've been on.
Yeah.
I'm about 5 centuries before you, though. So. But
the point is, the book is sick, and the essay will elucidate that clearly.
I think it sounds like you want you're saying
everyone should read your essay. No, I'm trying to talk about it in a way that makes sense. But
I got you.
Okay, there's also this there's also this dude Mooseburger who killed the prostitute. Did I tell you about that last time?
No.
Yeah, this is a big current of the book. And Clarice, who wants Ulrich to put a baby in her. There's just so much going on in this book.
Okay.
She ends up she decides that Ulrich's not her man.
This is gonna be 2 halves. The first half is gonna be Harold's rant, and then we'll see if anyone. Let's see if anyone makes it through.
You know, this
and
was
then the second half's gonna be my rant.
This was an idea I wanted to do with Ethan, where we would do a stream of consciousness pod where we just each talk separately, and then one person would tune in to they would have their favorite stream. They would either.
That's not an interesting pod. That's not an interesting pod.
I know, it was horrible. We did it once. It was horrible.
Oh my god!
But we should do that where you just rant and then I'll.
No, that's not what the pod is about at all, dude.
Anyway,
so what's it been? What's it been making? Okay, so you're saying, I appreciate the. Yeah, saying what the book is about, but I'm trying to. So you're saying, you're saying that
you're just trying to fill your void with greatness.
Okay, but
that's what you're trying to do.
All right. Fill your void with greatness. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what these bitches.
No, my bad. Maybe
do.
I was. Yeah.
You weren't paying attention.
No, I'm trying to connect it to something. We're 20 minutes into the pod. This is exactly how our last pod started, with just you doing a full, unconnected synopsis of The Man Without Qualities.
It's not a synopsis.
I knew this was gonna happen, bro. I knew this was gonna happen.
This is what
our pod is breaking down,
it's
bro.
It's not a synopsis.
But
everything about that is relevant.
You got to talk about what's going on in your life, so we know why it's relevant to something. I'm just saying. Why are you looking at me like that?
Go ahead. You say something.
No, dude. Okay. Maybe I was slipped up with the violence thing. I was trying to understand it.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be mad, bro.
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
You're furious. You're furious with me right now, bro. Okay, let me say a couple things I've been thinking, and then you tell me if it's relevant to you in any way, and I won't. Okay, one thing I did do.
Yeah.
Was because the bro posted that little clip of me talking about the books, and I said that I finished the Bede.
Yeah.
The ecclesiastical history of the English people. But I actually had 30 pages left.
Okay.
So I went back to it,
and
I opened it to the section that I was on, and fucking right at the end of the. Nah, fuck that, dude. I didn't mean to shut down your rant. Now the vibes are off.
No, it's not off. I'm listening to you, and I'm just what I'm trying to say is diffusing and percolating and becoming something. Go ahead.
Well, it was just so basically, bro is doing a history of every king on the island of England up until his time, right? So starts out year 100, year 200, and he's judging them all on whether they got the date of Easter right or if they followed Christ. You know what I mean? He was like, now this dude, he was pretty good, but he was celebrating Easter on fucking random dates, bro. So he wasn't, and he keeps getting closer and closer. Then right around, as you get to the end, he starts this is 673 to 731 is his life. So he's he's born in 673. So he's 500. The Northumbrians did this. He starts talking about miracles. And then he gets to his mentors. And it's like really funny because he's like,
Yeah.
and this dude, he did this crazy miracles. Like, but at the end from the letter to Egbert, like that was his mentor.
Yeah.
He's like, when he was young, this dude was sick as fuck. Like, but he cured him. I swear, dude, I talked to 2 monks and they saw him cured. You know what I mean? And then it's like, and then he's like but then right at the end, he's like, now let me tell you about this one dude who died and came back. And he goes, so one night, bro was just chilling in his house and he just died. He was sleeping and he died. And then in the morning, he came back to life. And then he immediately gave up all his belongings and went to a monastery.
Yeah.
He gave half his belongings to his wife, half to his son, half to charity, and went to a monastery. He like stopped talking. He didn't, and then and basically they put him in like a hyper secluded area. And finally, he wouldn't talk to anyone unless they seemed like they were glowed and like, had God on his side. And he finally told him what happened when he died. And it's 3 pages.
Yeah.
And it's the fucking basis of fucking Dante's Inferno.
Well, oh shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
He goes,
it's the very end.
Yeah, it's right at the end. And literally, like, I was like, fucking, that clip was up, and I was like, oh yeah, dude, I'm fucking so sick.
Yeah.
I read a beat, and I was like, I should probably finish it. I opened it, and it was that section.
Yeah.
And he's like, finally, this is what he said. He goes, I died, and I had a guide. A guide was leading me, and there was one side was a huge flame and stuff, and then the other side was sheets of ice.
Oh shit!
And this is what he's copying. And then he even quotes Aeneas, like he describes it in the Aeneid, Aeneid, and he quotes him in the story about what it was like in the underworld.
Yeah.
Right. And he sees some people down there. He sees the souls down there who are stuck and not. And then finally the guide says, you have to go back down into the world. Yeah. And like, you'll be judged by like what you do. And then there's like only like the 4 sections at the end. Another one is like a guy who was like an asshole. He was a drunk. Yeah. He died. He saw hell, and Caiaphas was in there, who was the one who offed Christ. Yeah, yeah. So it's like the fucking
wow.
It blew my mind.
What's the guy's name?
I don't know, Engelbert or something. He's like a random guy.
Yeah.
He was just a regular dude, and then after he went into the monastery. Yeah. But anyway, that was a crazy thing that happened like 2 days ago, where I was like, oh shit. But fuck, dude, I shouldn't have called you out, bro.
So I don't understand how it's what.
Shoot.
You don't get what I'm saying.
Okay, talk to me.
What? You have all these. There's all this whole imaginative whirlwind of your life.
Yeah.
Right? Where you're in literature world. Yeah. You're in fantasy world. You're letting your ideas spin off. You're letting things happen and then you have to bring them into reality. Right. And that's how you live your life. Right. But this whole, this aesthetic dimension is what makes you, it makes you feel like you can be great. It makes you feel like something. It's the Holy Spirit in you. Right. And now you have to, you're up against the boundaries of reality. Right. And
when do you have to bring it into reality?
Well, that's the thing.
When did Dante bring it into reality?
Well, Dante bring it into reality when he
died after 13 years. When did Nietzsche bring it into reality?
When?
After he died. After his whole life.
Well, that's the thing.
Who are you writing for? What are you writing? And what are you writing for? Yeah. That's a question, right?
Well, that's the thing. And it's like, but I think in the whole book, like everyone is, they can't deal with when they bring stuff into reality. They can't navigate reality. And that's why they're like, it's just a world of inaction. Right. It's ineptitude and inaction because they're letting their fantasies get the best of them. Right. And and everything is collapsing around them. Right. You know.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
I think
I'm trying to navigate for myself.
Yeah.
The aesthetic, the ethical dimension of my aesthetics, right? Where are my imaginative delusions?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's
very interesting. That's very interesting. No, I mean it sounds slightly like shots, but I understand what you're saying.
It's not shots,
but it's interesting because one huge epiphany I had this week was, Dude, I actually was meaning to ask you.
Yeah.
Have you read any Nietzsche?
Yeah, I read him a bunch when I was a teenager.
Nice.
I can't remember much now.
Okay.
I read what's the Twilight of the Idols closely.
Okay, nice.
I read the whole Kaufman biography that goes over like the intellectual biography.
Okay,
I read a lot of Nietzsche when I was young.
Nice. Yeah.
Zarathustra. When I was in high school.
Right. But like the Zarathustra, like, yeah, so basically, yeah.
Now are you reading Nietzsche again?
Now I was running back Zarathustra.
Oh, you were?
Because you know who Zarathustra is?
No, go ahead, tell me. I can't remember.
So
it's he's like the sun worshipper.
Well, yeah. So Zoroastrianism,
right?
like he's the prophet who started Zoroastrianism.
Yeah.
So like basically like, and the significance, like basically like the significance of Zoroastrianism is like what I've been. Do you know anything about Zoroastrianism? It is tied to the Mithra stuff.
It's sun worship.
Yeah, kind of. Like, it's like. Well, people say that, like, you know, Vico says Zoroaster is like the first oracle, or like he's the beginning of all philosophy. So basically, like, as I was going, so basically, you know how I've been going in on stuff,
sure.
Right? Like I've basically been trying to. What are you laughing at?
No, I just know.
Okay, how have I been going in on stuff?
Yeah, I mean, just connecting everything, and you know.
Yeah, exactly. Been connecting everything, but like, so basically, Zoroastrianism is the first monotheistic religion.
Okay.
Right. So basically, that means like before Zoroastrianism, there's no singular arbiter of good and evil or truth and lie of any morality, any dualistic morality, which every modern religion is based on: Islam, Judaism, Christianity.
Dualistic morality.
Dualistic, monotheistic morality.
Okay.
Right? There's a singular source that we're all tapped into.
Yeah.
Right? That determines what's good or bad, regardless of.
Wait, is that what you mean by dualism, good and bad?
Yeah, some type of good and bad.
Okay.
That's what every religion is based on, and off a singular source, right? Before that, which I possibly we're still in now.
Yeah.
Right? There's no singular rule. So no matter how things are going in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, monotheistic thinking says no matter how things are going in your life, there is good and bad. There's acting honorably, acting in the light with love, acting in evil, right? Before that, everything was based off of immediate need.
Yeah.
So say you want the rain to stop. You go to the fucking rain guy on the hill and you fucking sacrifice your daughter or your cow or something like that, right? Say you want this thing immediately from the world. You go to that God and you sacrifice whatever, but there's no overarching like morality.
Yeah.
That's good. So and then if you know, as you go through, like, I mean, this is what it's also the ubiquity of Frasier is truly insane. Like as you go back, like all of Joseph Campbell's work is just like Frasier light. It really is. And he's mentioning all the same people, like these like deities of regeneration. And like, but so then like that led to the Mithra stuff. Which so basically it's like the sun goes through the 12 constellations. It's basically like a astrological orientation where there's like the sun, that's like Mithras, and he goes through the 12 constellations and like represent different things, which is just like Christ and the 12 disciples. But all this, but basically the reason why Nietzsche calls himself Zarathustra is he's like trying to like put an end to that like dualistic morality, which gets perverted as soon as it gets controlled by some source. Yeah. Right? Because the whole point is that in Zoroastrianism, like every individual is like a reflection of the light. It's like kind of Gnostic actually. Like, and those ideas got like perverted or they got I mean, literally, like in Rome, there was a lot of Mithras worshippers during the time of Christ. So that's why they made like Christmas December 25th and stuff like that. But and then even like bro has the vision when he's 30, and he's just like he has, and it's the root of Platonism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But bro has a vision when he's 30, and like needs to come, and he's in the mountains in exile for like 10 years, or just by himself. He's like a hermit. And then he has to come down to like the world and like try to teach other people.
Yeah.
And that's how it starts out. Like but that's also like, that's where the Christ stuff came from too. But I guess how it ties into what you're saying is
but
like,
it ties in exactly to what I'm saying.
Well, the thing is, and this is why Nietzsche, like, you know, had to write all his books from the position that he was in.
Yeah.
And not, you know, he wasn't doing numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do numbers, but you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't doing any numbers, and he was exiled. And like, that's the reason why Dante spent 13 years to write this book. And at the end we see God, but he can't even tell us what it is.
Yeah.
Because you have to figure it out on your own. And the thing is, it's like when you're
we're
imparting
going.
people,
we're getting
as soon as you tamp it down, as soon as you say, no, Christ, no, God is not the Son.
Yeah.
Christ is not in you. Because you can't, you know. And I learned some more things about the Addis cult. You know about the Addis cult?
No.
So Addis is the reason why Good Friday is on the day that it is. So basically, there's all these deities of regeneration. These deities who die and come back, right? And who Christ follows. And Addis, his, and they always have a female divine deity who comes and brings them back out of the underground. Yeah. For Osiris, it was Isis. For Adonis, it was Astarte or Ishtar or Venus. Yeah. And for Addis, who's from Phrygia, which is like Anatolia, Turkey, it was Cybele, who Vico says is the first mother goddess. She represents Earth. Cybele.
Cybele.
Cybele. Cybele.
Okay.
I mean, she's the first. Yeah. So basically,
Sybil.
It's not. Well, it's not the Sybil. It's not the Sybil.
It's not connected to that in any way.
It could be. Yeah. But basically, you ever seen like in movies in like Rome, like they got the bros who got the white face and they got their dicks cut off? Yeah. The eunuchs. Yeah, the eunuchs. Yeah. Like they're members of the Addis cult. Oh, okay. So basically, in order to join the way you join the Addis cult is you worship Cybele, who's the mother goddess. Mm-hmm. She's the mother goddess for regeneration. And this is probably partly why there's no Mary Magdalene or Mary in mainstream cult, because in the mainstream Christianity, because every March 25th, actually March 24th, is a day of blood. It's a spring solstice, vernal equinox festival. Yeah. And the way you join the cult is you cut the blood of the boar gets cut and like spread on everyone and the initiates. And then you have to go under a pine tree and you cut you self-castrate. Yeah. You cut your dick off. And then you die because you're just like fucking bleeding out. Yeah. And then on March 25th, you're reborn. Okay.
With a dick or without?
No, you got no dick now. Yeah. And then March 26th is the day of rest. But this is all, but basically like Christianity was also like, we can't have this happening. Yeah. This is like not good for all our men to be like very effeminized like this. So no, Good Friday, Christ died and got reborn on March 25th. Yeah. Fuck. Got distracted by Addis.
What did that have to do with the good and evil, the dualism?
Well, so then Christianity was December 25th. I can't really remember now. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you why the dualism has to do with this. So, Musil's dualism changes the good-bad dynamic to the aesthetic and the ethical. That's the dualism, right? Mm-hmm. You got to figure out a way to navigate the aesthetic dimension of life and the ethical dimension of life. That's what I'm talking about, love and violence. Love is anything that gives you that feeling of greatness, right?
Okay.
Anything. But that's what he's saying. I think it makes sense as a concept, right? Love is just, it's something that makes you feel like your void is being filled with something, right?
Okay.
Like, and Goethe, Napoleon, Homer come up so much because these are figures that, they achieve what everyone's trying to get, that feeling that they were the men of their age. Right.
Okay. I don't know what that's to do with love, but I'll let you rock.
This is love. It's just the supreme idea. Love is it's like God, right? Love.
Yeah, God is love.
God is love. Why?
But Christ doesn't feel great when he's fucking getting hung in the.
Well, that's the
square.
violence of life.
But where's the greatness in that? I'm saying love is a much more humble act. It's about humility.
Okay, well.
I don't understand how greatness factors into love. If I'm like,
okay.
if I'm like finding the spirit of love, despite certain circumstances,
you think
no
that's
greatness involved in that? That's not the Christian idea.
Okay, here we go. So, it's not a Christian idea. This is an unchristian book. This is an anti-Catholic book, right?
Well,
this is idea.
I say unchristlike. I'm not talking about Catholicism.
This is the feeling.
Church.
Stick with me here.
Yeah.
This is the feeling of like love as God is a supreme fulfillment of my life, and it makes me feel like I'm a God too. Okay? But you have to bring that it only exists that doesn't exist in the real world. At one point, Agatha, Ulrich's sister, so she leaves her husband. Her husband's a boar, and her and Ulrich are in this fantasy land where they're like, oh my God, we're like, they're having these crazy talks about ethics, and you don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And then her husband sends her a letter. He's like, I thought you were going to come home. What the fuck are you doing? And the violence of reality intrudes on her, and she goes off, and she feels like she's going to kill herself, right? And she's at the bridge, and she's going to kill herself, and this random dude comes up to her, and he's like, hey, like, I was where you are too. What you got to do is devote your life to other people.
Right.
That's the only way, and that's what you're talking about.
Right.
That's love as humility. That he thinks that's the real fulfillment. Ulrich don't believe that, right? Ulrich don't want to be in reality. That's a real way to navigate the aesthetic and ethical ways.
Right.
Restraining yourself and devoting yourself to other people.
Well, I'm not saying it's.
So I guess Christianity is the answer.
Well, following Christ like Dante does, and finding and creating like a hyper cryptic, but like enticing, like inducement of a self journey for a reader to find their own way to that. Yeah, is completely going against Catholic doctrine of the time, and probably any time.
Yeah, it's heretical.
So that's heretical. But I'm saying, we can say Catholic versus like Christ-like, And I'm not saying it's the best thing ever necessarily. I'm just saying, there's a story that of course got controlled in certain ways. Yeah. But is different than everyone cutting their dicks off. Yeah. Every March 25th as like, I'm saying the Christ way is, I don't need to say it. Yeah. It's good. It's shown how it's a good mode. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's probably what Dante would say. Yeah. That it's the humble way of love.
So maybe devotion. The problem with all the people in The Man Without Qualities is that they're all trying to be Napoleon.
Right. That's the only reason why I was confused. Like,
because you're talking about a different idea of love. I was talking about the love specific to what he's talking about.
But I'm just trying to understand how greatness and love, connect like that. It's
the transcendent feeling, right? That's really why everyone wants to have anything to do with God, isn't it? For the transcendent feeling. It's not for the humdrum humility of devoting yourself to other people. It's to feel like you are more than life. That there's more there, that you're a part of this heavenly fucking thing, right? The reason why like Dante Dante's
love.
But also line. Like he was chosen to be the messenger from, I know that
by who?
By Beatrice and God.
Yeah, by himself in exile, in quiet, detached from the world.
Yeah. Yeah, and it does end in humility. I think Dante ends in humility. But
I mean, I just think, No, but I feel like you're saying like this like
What am I
connection to
saying?
reality. I feel like you're saying this like connection to reality, and versus being lost in the clouds or something.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Like, what? Okay, connection.
But
okay,
I'm
but that's
also, like,
different than, connection.
So it's like, okay, take it like Plato has a dualism where there's a real world and then there's the ideal world, right?
Right.
And then Aristotle got another kind of dualism where you got to find the balance between the extremes, right? There's the extremes, and the ethical path is you're in the balance between the extremes, and you just do that every time as a habit. And what the man who does that for Aristotle is what? He's the great souled man. He's the megalopsychotic man. I looked.
I don't know about this.
Aristotle's the ethical man for Aristotle.
Yeah.
It has magnanimity, which Nietzsche takes that word, right, and makes that his great man is the magnanimous man,
okay.
right? But it's the great soul. It's the megalopsychotic. Is the restrained ethical man for Aristotle. So he got that concept of greatness too.
Okay.
But in his, I'm getting lost in the concepts.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying like material. That's what I got. Okay. The word I forgot is like materialism. Like I'm in some ways after my week of my most recent week of returning to the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Like Bolaño says to do.
Yeah.
You're not. I just think dwelling in the questions I've been asking is that we're like in some and reading and thinking about Zarathustra and it's like in a way like we're like we've gone back to like pre Zarathustra like materialist like we in some dark like idolizing whatever immediate gods we need to feed our immediate needs. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And in a very like materialistic, like fucked up way. Yeah. And like, I just think there's a reason why, these dudes who wrote these books, like there's something more to it about like exile, detachment, the fucking monastery, fucking, and like, I think with Zoroaster, like I think with like that first idea or what Nietzsche's always like, I don't know. I just had this week where I was just like, oh, like Nietzsche's the go. Yeah. But it's like dwelling. It's about like dwelling in the opposites. I mean, not whether he's a goat or not, he's like so influential to me. Like it's about like dwelling in.
This is super Nietzsche.
Yeah, dwelling in the like oppositional modes. Yeah, like, oppositional thinking, and like trying to induce, in like the reader to find. You're not trying to teach them. Yeah. You're like trying to induce them to go on the journey themselves. Yeah. Which is what Dante's thing is too. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Which is what, and it's funny. It's like, if anything, I've been thinking like, oh, like you have to like disconnect and you have to like create, if you want, but that's like not what the world wants. Yeah. The world doesn't want this, this oppositional, difficult to pin down, slippery thing that induces people to like believe that they have the light of the Mithraic light reflected in themselves, right? They want fucking categories to keep people under control. So like in order for Dante to write that stuff, he has to bury it so carefully. I ain't burying nothing, bro. I'm out here like rah rah rah. Yeah.
But
Holy
so
Trinity.
Dante.
No, he's not, dude.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, dude. I think for years, I mean, they would have, they didn't ban his heretical text. They fucking didn't understand it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's mentioning this. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, but he was banned. His whole life was banned.
Right. But I mean, yeah, but not for his writing. That was for like political reasons. You mean his exile?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right.
But I mean, the text itself, I'm just saying it's like you gotta, dude, I mean, the end of Zarathustra is like making fun of like the Last Supper.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. It's like crazy heretical and like God and you and God and everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're gonna get once you read this in like 5 years,
right.
You're gonna
I'm
be
not
like,
saying it's not. I'm just trying to talk to my bro who I haven't seen in a week, and I don't want to just get fucking. I don't want to just
I get it.
Let you synopsize your essay to me for fucking 40 minutes. That's all I'm saying, bro.
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to ask you what's going on with you.
That this is always going. I've been living in fucking ideal land.
It sounds like you've been
ish. I mean.
No. Oh my God, bro.
I'm just trying to figure out what this book means.
Okay.
And what it means and what it's telling me to do. That's what I want to know. I'm trying to figure that out.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
This book scrambled me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm scrambled.
Okay, why did it scramble you?
Because I just like.
Now we're cooking, dude.
I don't know if I'm.
You think you?
I feel like
I thought you were all shots at me.
No,
that probably is a little bit.
I never throw shots at you.
Okay, bro.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm Ulrich and if he's like if this is just
You're lost
if
in the
this whole
sauce?
book is making fun of him and he's like a fool because he don't do anything and he can never do anything and he thinks he's caught up in all these fucking wafts of feelings and he thinks he's Mr. Fucking man about town and he's actually like he's missing the point of everything.
Okay.
By being this, because he's a smart guy. All the girls love him. He does good and everything. But is he actually completely lost? Because he doesn't really have a fucking system. He doesn't have anything.
And because he's not doing anything?
He's not doing anything.
He's not making anything?
He's not doing anything.
He's not putting anything into materiality.
No, he's just fucking futzing around. He's futzing around the whole time. The world is about to literally collapse in 3 months. And he's spending all his time fucking twiddling his fucking thumbs.
Right.
You know?
I mean, that's
is that what I,
Right.
And I'm just like, and what is it telling me to do?
Yeah,
like, am I futzing now? I'm talking
about. How are you futzing around?
I don't know. I don't know.
But I don't think you are.
That's why I'm just confused. I'm talking about the love and violence and what.
Right.
Maybe I'm. So it just scrambled me. I'm deep in.
What?
But I think that's like. I was thinking about this. Just like that. That's what makes a book like this so sick to me. It's just, I mean, the guy spent basically his whole life working on it to the detriment of everything. To his life, his finances, everything. This is everything you ever thought.
There's some. No, it's
and the book feels so relevant to right now in the United States.
How so?
Just everything about like the temperature of the book and the futzing and the fact that no one has anything to hold on to.
Right.
There's no stability to hold on to. There's no the empire is done.
Right.
The god is done. There's no they're trying to. They're on this committee trying to find one idea to undergird this whole campaign to celebrate the emperor, and they don't know what the idea of the time is.
I know, but yeah.
And then now what is the question? Now what?
Okay.
It feels super relevant.
Yeah. No, and that helps me understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Much better. Thank you for clarifying, Harold. No, I swear to God.
This is why we do the pod.
But I thought
this is why we do the pod.
I thought you were trying to say to me. I mean, because that's generally our dynamic.
Yeah.
Where you're like, when's your fucking essay, bro? Like you're rereading, like fucking Golden Bow again.
No way.
Like you didn't crank anything out. Yeah, it's like, yeah, bro. Like.
No. Actually, that's now I get.
That's why I was like, what are you on, bro?
Whenever there's a disconnect, it's because one of us thinks the other's attacking them.
It's true.
Slyly, but that's not what I was saying.
But
now I get what you thought I was saying, but that's not what I was saying at all.
But I think like
that you're stuck in idealism land.
Maybe for a second I thought you were trying to say that. I mean, which is probably true, but I need to snap out of it. But Yeah, it's also
well, and it's also I think that at the end when the poet and the anti-Semite come to order, they decide that wait, you say something and I'm gonna say exactly what they.
Okay. But I'm not gonna say it now because you're gonna be looking up a quote. You're
No.
not gonna be listening. Yo, say something while I don't listen to you. And
yeah, say something to the viewer.
Say something to the viewer. I mean, we're also in like, you know,
yeah,
different.
Okay. their resolution is the poet and and this guy's like he's the poet du jour, right? He's the young boy that some older woman brings him to the party and she's like showing him off. And then the anti-Semite he argues with, everyone gathers around, and they decide that their resolution is any man may choose to die for his own ideas, but whoever induces men to die for ideas not their own is a murderer.
Yeah.
And then that ties into the impending war, right?
Die for my own ideas.
But anyway, go ahead and say what you were going to say. Now I'm listening.
You're very inviting interlocutive mode. All right. Now what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's like the most compelling idea and most like true in a primordial way that also is like feels like remembering something about my original purpose of my artistic project is like this God, you know, this holding this inviting people to there's a reason why Dante literally doesn't say what the light is at the end.
Yeah.
And
why?
Know, he doesn't say what it is.
Yeah,
he doesn't say what he saw. Because it's like just in terms of like just like the artistic task being like this, being able to see both sides, to change, to invite people to change, to see different, you know, see both sides of the same thing, find a way to love, you know, in this way. And like it's just so out of sync with like how the world is. Yeah. And increasingly more, you know? And it's like just these motherfuckers out here obsessed with everything I do and won't let me create any more works. You know, it's truly absurd. Yeah. And it's like, oh, because we can't pin it down. Yeah. You know, this is this pinned down. This is this pinned down. And it's like, there's a reason why, but like the more you stay in that space and pour it into your, like, it's like you have to be detached from the world to be able to stay in that space of dualism and break down that binary, but still fucking follow the monotheistic source of light. Yeah. You know, and like, and try to live in a way that, and create in a way that invites other people to find it in themselves rather than telling them like they're this or that. Or you need to be this or that. And you probably have to be detached from the fucking, I don't know, man. Yeah. The fucking, you know, economic domain. Yeah. To some degree. Like, and it's also like this fear. Like, I don't know. I just have no fear of, I don't know. I do have some fear, but on some level, I have no fear of like, you know, poverty or ostracization. It's like, just fucking, you just keep, like, you just keep going down. There's people, you know, you go down to the bottom, it's fine. Yeah. There's nothing to be scared of.
Yeah, so,
you know?
And this is what I think,
that's like, what's going on.
Yeah, maybe the, like how in Ulysses, like, the result of Ulysses is Stephen writes Ulysses, right? The result of his encounter with Bloom and everything that happens in the book is that Joyce writes Ulysses. Right? That's what that book is about. Right. You know, maybe that's the answer for Ulrich, right? Is everything that's happening here, the the answer to this futzing and everything he's doing is that he got to write this book. Musil got to write this book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like a solution to be the, the observer of his own time.
Right.
In an incisive way that ruins himself. Because in some ways that's like, he's like sacrificing himself to the project of dissecting his time.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's what Joyce did too. That's what Dante did. You're sacrificing yourself to this task of leaving this thing, this monument to your time, and that it takes a second for people to see clearly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the prophetic mode. It's
the
prophetic
mode. It
is
a prophetic mode.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, you're not supposed to like, Ezekiel's not supposed to have like a book deal from Knopf.
Yeah, he's not. He's
really
not
burned at the stake.
He's really not.
But if you don't want to be, you want to be, they don't want to, remember. They don't remember that.
Not supposed to have it, but yeah.
No, he's not. But they fucking look at that text.
Yeah.
They look at that life lived. So,
So it only makes sense.
It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time until I start saying what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, if you want to, but you can also be something that they can categorize, and I guess it might, maybe it does have to do with greatness. Yeah, I do think I am much greater than it.
but it's also like
it's hilarious.
I think that, and see, this is why it's good when we're at odds, because
you just weren't making no kind of sense, dude.
I wasn't making any kind of sense.
No, or you weren't tying it to anything, but you did.
Yeah,
but then you did.
You got to get to it. It's you're working with a jumble of shit, but there is like in Dante, there's love and the greatness, right? There's a humble love in that. You're devoting your great work to everyone else, right? And especially when you don't especially when there's no, Dante's life was ruined. He didn't make any fucking money. He devoted himself to this task that ended up very good for centuries of people, but it was completely not good for him.
I mean, there's truths about the world and the universe that when you off a fucking 300 mg big can of Celsius, and you suddenly realize what Zoroaster means. This is like a true, this is like a real truth of the universe, and whether you can clearly articulate it in a way that someone understands, not so bad.
Well,
what's better, just fucking throwing fucking singles at the strip club? I don't know. I think Dante understanding, I don't know, creating this, dedicating his life. I mean, it's like a priest. It's a priest mode, and there's true priesthood. There's true teaching, and then there's fucking perverse, fucking dedicate yourself to the fucking polytheistic god of whatever immediate fucking idea of fame, materialism, and maybe having a little. We see it everywhere, big time now. Having some little girl to fucking groom now. That's most of what's going on. That's some fake priest shit.
Yeah,
that's the academy. But Dante was going against all the fake fucking priests of his time. So it's like, you gotta be outside of it, or else you're in it, bro. Or else you're in it.
Yeah.
This is crazy, dude.
This might be our most craziest
pod, dude. But I'm just saying, I
think we're on the same page.
I'm just saying, and it's not so bad. It's not so like you're operating in the logic of the fucking sick world. If you think that so bad, Dante was doing exactly what he was doing. He also when God's love fills you and you're doing your task correctly, how you're supposed to be doing it, that's
greatness.
No, that's not great.
It's not.
No, dude.
Not
at all. It's the opposite. It's complete.
submission to God.
It's quiet. It's calm.
Why can't that be greatness too?
Because greatness is the rules of the world, bro.
No.
Okay, spiritually divine.
I think it's transcending the rules of the world is what greatness is.
Well, it's not for me to say I'm great, dude. It's for everybody else to say.
It's transcending the feeling of the world. And that's what the whole thing is about. They're looking for a way to transcend the feeling of the world. And
right.
Like that guy says to Agatha when she's going to kill herself, like, devote yourself to someone else. Like, right. you trying to transcend the feeling of the world by just looking at yourself and what can I do for me?
Right.
Right? It's me.
Right.
Like, devote yourself to someone else and you'll get that feeling.
Right.
That's where the truth of that feeling lies.
Right.
Because when you're doing right now, this is all a fucking illusion. You're fucking weird ass shit with your brother, or you guys are fucking in your goofy world. Like, that shit ain't it. Yeah. You know, you fucking ditched your husband, and then she's changing her father's will. Like, she made a crime on her father's will to cut her husband out of some money on there. And it's like, this, what you're doing, you're convincing yourself all this shit is great, but there's a quieter way in which you can transcend the feeling of the world.
Loving way.
Yeah, a loving way. Yeah. A real loving way.
Right.
Yeah, maybe
selfless
the love, you got this fake love. This grandness is fake love.
Right.
Right? And you got to bring it into the ethical dimension.
Right.
To make something real happen.
Yeah, and it's just the greatness.
This was good for my essay. Now I'm
good. Yeah. Do you wanna walk around for a sec, or do you have to kill after 1 hour? You gotta go?
What time is it now?
It's 1:57.
Yeah, I'm going I'm hanging out with Jack Hodling today.
Oh, nice.
I'm going uptown, but
okay.
I mean,
it's all good. Well,
you want to go for like 10 more minutes or
whatever? Yeah, we can wrap it up.
You got anything else to say? I mean, fuck. I mean, it's a doozy.
Yeah. No, I don't know. What else is
good? Yeah, there was a lot I was thinking about this week about just like being attuned to your own time and living in your own time, but also like you have to find some way to get out of that to be able to see it clearly. Like I see these people, like these writers they're just reading these contemporary books all the time, and they cycle through them, and they like have like, this was good, this was okay. They have like these tepid reaction to these contemporary books, and it's like, you should be treating this shit like candy, like books that are out now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you just like, this is your whole ingestion process is these contemporary, but like, how are you ever going to see path? You got to be able to be incisive about your own time, but you have to be able to see some way out of it. You got to be standing from outside of it in some way.
I don't really pay attention to what anybody is on.
Yeah.
But I feel what you're saying. I poke my head in there for a second.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, this is weird. Turn my phone off on silent. Yeah, that's really what I've been doing.
Yeah, I
turn my phone off on silent, and then because I've been going to sleep at like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
When the sun goes down, and waking up at like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, all week.
Nice.
So I was doing all week.
Did you wake up at 3 today?
I woke up at 5 today.
Yeah, you tired?
No.
I
went to sleep at
have you been drinking or anything?
Nah, bro. Nah.
You've been
what, by myself in the fucking cabin?
I don't know.
No, I ain't drinking, bro. I ain't drinking. I've been fucking because my car was kind of fucking acting weird, so I just like I was just cooped up off of some cans of beans.
Yeah.
And some rice. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't think I translated anything down into reality, but we can only try with love, right?
Yeah. Well, I think we gave him enough to dig through.
Sounds good, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's cut it, and then we'll walk around. Let's walk
Sounds
around
good,
for
bro.
a second.